and you basically cut the dirt out of here and then you cast it out onto a berm, and then that berm ideally should be then planted up with trees, so that when it rains and you get runoff, the water will go into this gutter, fill up, and then it'll slowly percolate down through the ground strata, right? And as some of the videos have sort of pointed out, you'll get like this plume of water travelling through the ground. Now, swales are quite effective in summer rainfall areas, in my opinion, in poorer drained soils, right? See, what you can get in our experience in pastoral situations is that because the soils in pastoral situations are typically shallower, and if you look at the substrates of rock which sort of come like this underneath, what you can tend to get is so much water in here that it will then discharge out here, and you'll end up with all of these springs out in the middle of your paddock, like too many. It's all right to have one here and there, but you just get a lot of discharge, right? And they really, but where they come right into their own is these summer rainfall environments, which are much more prone to runoff, because summer rainfall is typically higher intensity rainfall, right? And it's hot rain, not cold rain. And hot rain is a lot more erosive and corrosive, okay? Because it's high. Like when you get clay on your hands and you wash it in cold water, it doesn't come off at a bit of temperature and it just washes clean, right? So water temperature does affect it. So that's why swales were used by the Army Corps of Engineers all across the Midwest, because it's all summer rainfall, right? Not so much used here as a technique. Now, when you look at the cost of doing something like that we worked out was about, in our language, was about 15 cents a square metre, right? And it relies on runoff in order to be effective. Now, obviously, we don't want runoff. Our idea is to get everything infiltrating. So the easiest way to do that is to have 100% ground cover of plants and litter. That's one way. But the other way to do it, if you want to fast track it, is to do keyline ploughing or some sort of non-inversion ploughing, right? And so doing that at $80 an hour costs 0.005 cents per square metre. And it does everything, not just a little strip here and a little strip there, right? So when you look at the cost effectiveness of one technique to another, just in terms of coverage, the keyline ploughing beats it hands down, and it treats the whole. And that's what we're about here. We're not about just treating here, because the swales, if we do all of this good management in between, the swales don't work as effectively. Right, so that's one of the reasons why we don't do it.
Do you also have to take a serious look at what the type of soil?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is why small trials are really important, you know.
So a lot of what's happening in California too, with sort of the weirding of our climate, is we're getting our winter rain, but we're getting so much all at once that like the runoff is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the runoff.
And the swales just.
Runoff starts at one drop.
Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point here. So if you can do whatever you can to infiltrate that one drop, well then you won't get the runoff. Yep.